Invader Zim is an animated series about an extraterrestrial named Zim. He lives on planet Earth with his robot servant Gur, and is on a mission to take over Earth. The show aired on Nickelodeon in 2001 and ran for 27 episodes, receiving high praise from critics and fans. During the second season, the show ran into budget problems and ratings began to decline. So in 2002, Nick decided to cancel Invader Zim, leaving 16 episodes stuck in production. It's said that scripts, concept art, and audio were done for quite a few episodes. Concept art can be seen online, with most of it being from the episode titled The Trial. Invader Zim now has a cult following, and a movie of the series was released in 2019. Invader Zim also has a comic book series that started in 2015 and is still running today. Maybe one of these finished episodes will be found one day. For now, we will have to enjoy the original 27. Throughout the years, there have been many different versions of the Power Rangers. In 2009, Disney wanted to make a Power Rangers animated series and planned to air it on Disney XD. Ron Wasserman, who composed music for Power Rangers in the first 6 seasons, mentioned on an online forum back in 2007 that an animated Power Rangers show was in the works, stating that one of his friends did promotional artwork for it. DeviantArt user Brandon Ragnar claims to have been hired by Disney to work on the show, posting this piece of concept art showing off new designs. NerdCorp's Entertainment made a pitch to Disney in the mid-2000s. This features a new version of the Power Rangers. A crew of 3 put together this animation sequence. It looks good and could have potentially been a good fit for Disney XD. However, after viewing the animation, Disney turned down the show. Avatar: The Last Airbender is an animated series that aired on Nickelodeon for 3 years from 2005 to 2008. The series follows Aang, a 12-year-old who is the current Avatar, along with his friends Sokka and Katara. Running for 61 episodes, the show was very successful. During the 2000s, it was a common thing for popular cartoons to have their own web game. Avatar: Legends of the Arena was an online multiplayer fighting game where you had the option to create your own character. After creating your own character, you can select which of the 4 nations you want to join. Gameplay consisted of you facing off against 3 other opponents in a 4-way survival match that lasted for 5 minutes. The winner would be rewarded with gold that could be used to upgrade equipment and power up your character. It's also said that load times for the game were very slow. After the website for the game was shut down, it became lost. But good news, in 2020, a downloadable version of Avatar: Legends of the Arena was recovered, and the game can now be played in full. Cile and Her Very Own Universe is an animated series that aired as short 3-minute segments on the Fred on Your Head show. Airing in 2001 on Noggin, the show revolves around a 12-year-old girl named Cile who has a bionic arm. She lives in the huge underground future world of Metro, and during each episode, Cile travels to the surface and has a secret life there. What she learns on the surface is a main focus of the series, and her private diaries were posted on Noggin.com, giving fans more insight into her character. As explained by creators of the series, quote, "While tapping into kids' natural passion for science fiction, The series is designed to model the joy of discovery, exploration, and curiosity through a young girl's insatiable appetite for learning. Cecile generates her own questions, investigates the unknown, and joyfully shares her discoveries with others. Her character embodies a never-ending delight for learning. End quote. It's believed that 5 episodes were made for the show, but since the series ended, all episodes are lost. Fablevision is the company that created this show, and their YouTube is still active. This led me to think maybe they still have access to one of the episodes and could post it on their channel. I sent out a tweet to Fablevision inquiring about the missing episodes, and one day later, they responded saying unfortunately they no longer have access to them. Only screenshots and this short 3-second clip are what can be seen of Cecile and her very own universe. So in this case, we just have to hope they get found one day. City of the Dead is a zombie first-person shooter game that was set to be released in 2006. It was being developed by Kuja Entertainment for the PlayStation 2, Xbox, and PC. The game had a working title called George A. Romero City of the Dead / The Living Dead, City of the Dead. This game was going to be the first of a series in which a zombie outbreak occurs. Now remember, at the end of the 2004 version of Dawn of the Dead, the survivors are left on an island. Fans have speculated that City of the Dead may have tied into the film's ending. Tom Savini was going to be providing a voice for a playable character in the game named William Red McLean. A trailer for City of the Dead was shown at E3 in 2005 and looked like it had potential. Publisher for the game, Hip Interactive, had a small budget and couldn't find enough financial backing for the game. Unfortunately, because of these reasons, City of the Dead was cancelled and Hip Interactive shut down. It's rumored that certain likenesses and components were removed from the game and it was turned into Day of the Zombie, a first-person shooter zombie game that was released in 2009. Comparing gameplay to the E3 trailer, it's possible, but hard to tell if this is the same game. Hey, George Romero, if you ever see this video, leave a comment and let me know if this is true or false. Station Zero is an adult animated series that aired on MTV in 1999. The show centers around 4 teenagers who run a public access TV show called Live from the Bronx. During the show, they would watch hip-hop videos in a similar fashion to Beavis and Butthead. The intro to the show I could find online was hosted by none other than Tyrese.
Welcome back to the MTV Jams Countdown. Your main man Tyrese holding it down,
as he introduces 3 DJs. Station Zero was based on a comic strip that ran in the Source from 1991 to 1994 called A View from the Underground. The series ran for 1 season consisting of 20 episodes that would usually air at 6:30 p.m. Because of the show not airing reruns, it hasn't been seen in years and has been forgotten about for the most part. Only 3 of the 20 episodes can be viewed online. However, sporadic uploads containing episode clips can be found as well. Unless Station Zero was recorded and archived by a fan, I don't really see this show ever being found. Since I can remember, I've always enjoyed wrestling, especially years 1995 through 2009. If you're a fan of WWE or any other promotion, then you know pay-per-views are a big deal in the wrestling world. Events like SummerSlam and WrestleMania bring fans and viewers from all over the world to see these special matches. Oftentimes, these are so incredible that years down the line, fans will go back to rewatch these amazing stories be told once again. This can be done with every pay-per-view that's ever taken place, except for WWF In Your House 8 Beware of the Dog from 1996. Filmed at the Florence Civic Center in South Carolina, The event was going great until the middle of a strap match with Stone Cold against Savio Vega, when all of a sudden, the power went out. The two superstars continued the match with very poor lighting. The following two matches were done with poor lighting as well: Vader vs. Yokozuna, and an Intercontinental Championship match between Goldust and The Undertaker. Although these three matches took place in a dark ring, luckily the WWF was able to restore power to the building before the main event that night, which consisted of Shawn Michaels versus the British Bulldog for the Heavyweight Championship. After viewing the video footage of the three dark lit matches, Vince McMahon decided to never replay them because of the bad quality. He then made a decision 2 days later to produce a new event called Beware of Dog 2 and make up for the power outage. Something interesting to note about this new pay-per-view is that all of the match outcomes were different from the original event. None of the three missing matches are available for public viewing. Due to the bad quality of the footage and WWE's high production, I don't think these matches will ever be seen again. Rocket Power is an animated series that aired on Nickelodeon for 5 years from 1999 to 2004. Airing 71 episodes, the show was a great success and became a mainstay on Nickelodeon. The series began with a pitch pilot that was created in 1998 titled Rocket Beach. There are a few major differences between Rocket Beach and Rocket Power. The character Twister was going to be Asian instead of Latino, and the setting is Ocean Park instead of Ocean Shores. Also, smart character Sam would have been Latino. The character clothing and colors are different, something we usually see in cartoon pilots. The full pilot episode cannot be viewed anywhere online, but you can find very short clips that don't really give you the context of the episode. Small parts of the pilot are also shown in the Rocket Power opening. Although not available for public viewing, there is one way to watch this episode. If you visit the Paley Center for Media in New York, New York City, or Los Angeles, California, you can watch Rocket Beach in full. Because of this, maybe some people wouldn't consider this pilot episode true lost media. But if you never make a trip to the Paley Center for Media, you will never see it, so I consider this a very important piece of lost media. I am a fan of Rocket Power, so if I ever make it out towards New York or California, I will be watching this pilot episode. From canceled games to lost episodes, that is 8 interesting pieces of lost media. Subscribe to the channel for more lost media videos just like this, and feel free to leave a comment on which topic I should cover next. Have a great day, guys, and until next time, stay up late productions.